Welcome, Ambassador Bolton. I have just finished your highly entertaining book, and we all look forward to hearing you discuss some of the specific issues it raises, including the future of U.S. involvement in Iran and the wider Middle East, U.S. policy towards China, the Trump administration's handling of Ukraine and Turkey, and what's next in Venezuela. We look forward to hearing from you about the room where it happened here, and I guess what we'll call the Zoom where it happens. Carol, over to you. Thanks.
And President Trump, you've heard it all. He's called you a nut job. He said your book is full of lies. He said you're not very smart and you're disgruntled because he fired you. That's obviously, you guys have a disagreement on that. At what point in your 17 months as National Security Advisor did you decide that Donald Trump was unfit for office?
Well, it was a growing realization. I really thought that everything that I had heard about Trump, I didn't take the job naively, that's for sure. But I thought nonetheless that the gravity of the office, the weight of the responsibilities would have something of the same effect on him that it had on all of his predecessors. And I found that wasn't even close to being true. I don't think to this day he fully realizes the importance of what a U.S. president does or says. But there were, any number of occasions when I had thought about resigning before I ultimately did. And whether I should have resigned earlier or should have hung on longer, as I said before, I've been criticized in both directions on that. True. There's no doubt in my mind, though, that Trump is not qualified to be president, and that's sufficient reason to be against him in and of itself.
Was it like a week in or a couple of months, or at what point did it really dawn on you that this was not at all what you thought it was going to be?
Well, it was obvious in some respects before I started, because although I thought I was moving in the direction of getting the job when he announced that he was going to meet with Kim Jong-un, I thought that was a terrible mistake and I hadn't even started yet. So maybe I should have backed out before I went in, but I didn't. And I thought the country was in serious difficulty after 8 years of Obama policies and that I could make a contribution. The book, in many respects, is 500 pages on why I was wrong.
Ambassador Bolton, thank you so much. We'll have to leave it there. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, but we really appreciate your time.
Well, thanks for having me.
I'm gonna turn it back over to Anja.
Thank you again for that fascinating discussion that covered everything from liberal isolationism under President Obama to Afghanistan, North Korea, to rebuilding the Republican Party after President Trump.